everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Authorities believe the wave of towel snappings will get worse before it gets better.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
I don't know the answers. Only idiots know the answers.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, come on, we're talking about Texas. Somebody, somewhere wants enough cocaine to forget they live there. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon. It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for pig.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time. This week, sponsored by, I don't know, all that fucking Halloween candy you're probably wolfing down that you were going to give out on trick-or-treat night. But, you know, now you're going to have to go buy more because you ate half of it for yourself. How do you feel about
You
that?
selfish pig.
I just don't give candy out.
I just don't like candy, so.
No, that works too.
Did I tell you guys about the time I moved to this neighborhood and I was renting this house, single family home in a cul-de-sac, it's a nice neighborhood. And I wanted to big league everybody to show them that the new badasses in town. So I bought full bars, bro. I bought them. I went full bars. I bought 3 of those variety boxes from Costco. It must have been 50 candy bars. It had to have been 50 full-size candy bars. 2 kids showed up.
Well, you
2
big
fucking
leagued them.
kids.
Yeah,
The
you should have
whole
gave out
night.
boxes of candy bars.
Yeah, at that point.
Had I known, well, they came because they were the neighbor kids, and they came right over, and it was the first kids, and I sat out there for 2 hours, and
Did
I guess
kids walk by and not come up?
no, they didn't walk by. I guess they didn't figure out. It's cul-de-sac hell. I guess it wasn't worth it. They wanted to go down the main streets where they could loop around.
You only got 2 or 3 hours, man. You got to fucking get as many
Yeah,
houses
you
as
can't be
possible.
walking down streets that you can't walk back up.
Not saying they were wrong. I was just expecting more of a participation.
I was
and,
expecting bigger things from your neighbors, but you just didn't give away any candy.
yeah, I ended up, I think I took 3 bags, huge fucking bags of candy bars to work and just threw them on the table, and they got eaten.
You could have sent them to us, man.
Dude, we were just talking about this at work today. That's weird. But one of the waitresses I work with, she's like, I recently moved, and I was like, I don't want to move to this house because it's a bad trick-or-treat house. I'm like, why the fuck?
That's what you think about when you get a
Yeah,
house?
she's like, that's the first thing she said. I was like, that's just
Really?
weird, man.
Bad to go trick-or-treating at or go from?
Bad for her to hand out candy.
Oh, well, that's good then, right?
Well, apparently she loves doing it. So she's like, I wanted to be in the center of town.
I hate people who build their lives around one day a year.
Well, it's just fun to see kids in costumes, I guess, and
Is
give
it?
candy away. Not to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind giving candy away, but I don't care about fucking.
If I got candy for free, I might give it away.
I just think that Halloween is the perfect holiday because you can enjoy it at any age.
I
There's
have
different
never
things.
enjoyed it.
Well, then you're not
can
doing it right.
enjoy it.
The ability is there for you to have a different Halloween experience every whatever.
Yeah, I'll put it on
Generational
a
year
horror
throughout
movie
your
or
life.
something. Just be like, oh, I'm getting
You
spooky.
do that all the
season.
time, though.
I know, but I'm like, oh, everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
This is when I watch Valentine's movies.
It's a sense of community, you know?
There you go. Speaking of spooky movies, we pulled another couple from the movie bowl.
Oh.
Any good one?
What'd you get?
Yes, we pulled. Well, I'll fast forward through this one, but Poltergeist. We pulled the Poltergeist franchise, so we watched Poltergeist 2.
Oh, yeah? You know what I watched? The
What?
new Poltergeist movie.
Ooh.
newest?
I think it's the newest
Is
one.
it just called Poltergeist? Or?
Yes, it's just called Poltergeist. Where they move to this town in North Carolina. They move in, it's on a cemetery, and the kid gets
You
stuck
talking about
in
the
wall.
remake, or is it just another movie that's
It's
called?
probably, I think it's a remake. It wasn't very great.
Was that British dude with the glasses in it?
No, Sam Rockwell's in it.
Really?
Oh, the British dude with the glasses, that's from Fringe or Mad Men.
Mad Men, yes.
Yeah, he's in both
Oh,
of those.
2015
Yeah, that one.
Poltergeist. Okay.
Yeah.
Toby
that's the one.
something?
Nah.
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either.
Yeah,
but he's
it
in a
looks
lot
like
of stuff and he's pretty good.
Looks like a remake because the GIF I'm seeing is just her at the TV.
Yeah, it is a remake.
Okay.
I remember seeing it and not liking it. Am I
great.
wrong?
I don't know.
I don't think it could hold a candle to the original,
Yeah,
dude.
that's kind of, I was comparing it to that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't called Poltergeist and things were slightly different, it'd probably be all right.
Jared Harris is the guy's name. He was also in Chernobyl, which was fucking amazing, by the way. But anyway,
Oh, he was also in something else I watched this week, but I'll get to that later.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah. I like him as an actor. I didn't watch it because of him. But,
Yeah.
No, he's great. He's always great.
Yeah, sure.
What else did you watch? What was the other thing?
It was a show on Netflix called The Terror.
You watched The Terror.
Yeah.
What is that about?
They're like on a British ship in the 18th century, 19th century, and they're trying to go, I think, through the North Pole, like over, travel through, and they get stuck in the ice.
Oh.
And then like a monster starts attacking them.
Oh, that sounds cool as hell.
And the people start going slightly insane because they're getting poisoned from their food they have.
Ah.
It was a show. It was like eight episodes. It was all right.
That's where you lose me.
Yeah.
Would have been a great movie.
It was on. I was watching it as I was falling asleep for like a week.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know I watched it, but I don't remember much about it. I think I was distracted, or I just wasn't that into it. But I saw it pop up on. I saw it pop back up on Netflix, and I was like,
okay.
Interesting. People have great things to say about it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't it based on like a sort of true story about an expedition to the North Pole?
I could see that.
It was. I just remember hearing this crazy story where there were these guys, like the ship got stuck in ice and they couldn't get out. So there were people that tried to walk out, and they took like curtains and like curtain rods and like no jackets and the theory was they were getting poisoned by the tin in their meals.
Yeah, that's all that happens in this episode, like that show.
Okay, then it was possibly this same story. I mean, that'd be a lot of
It
coincidences.
was a true story, except for the monster that attacks them.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Based on a true story.
Yeah.
One of them.
Well, I mean, we never found the body of the monster. We don't know what didn't happen.
True.
I mean,
Not this monster.
but yeah, the people are slightly going insane, and they start like attacking each other and like going crazy because they're just inside all the time, and it's fucking freezing outside.
Nice. The only spooky thing I watched this week was old episodes of Unsolved Mysteries. Dude, there's some crazy, weird stuff back in the day.
Yeah, but a lot of it is just made up for TV.
Yeah, I know. A bunch of that pisses me off. But like just the unsolved actual murders and stuff are some creepy shit.
Man, and the music freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I bought a vinyl of the music cues.
I'm trying to think of how the music goes, and I keep ending up at Law and Order. I'm like, that's not it.
That one.
Someone who's not tone deaf.
I don't know. I can't fucking think of it right now.
So I can't keep coming up with things that I know aren't it.
Yeah, you know that's not it. It's like
I think I always like start in my head, and then it ends up like dun 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 dun.
yeah.
Dun, and it's
I
not,
started off, and then it goes into something else every time. That's wild.
Nope, I hear it as clear as day in my head, and I just can't articulate it, I guess.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But what I can articulate is this other movie I saw on Netflix that just came out.
I was just gonna ask you.
It's What's Inside.
Isn't
That's
that
the name of the
one
movie.
with the alien?
No,
Whoa, spoiler.
it's this group of 8 friends who meet at the one kid's mansion. They're in their like mid to late 20s. The kid has a mansion because his parents died. There's a whole story here.
Mm-hmm.
But they meet for the first time in a long time. And one of the guys, I'm not going to get too deep into the story because there's a lot of reveals and stuff. But one of the guys who was kind of on the outs with this friend group, they invited him and he showed up and he has a suitcase. And you hook up electrodes to your head and it swaps bodies.
Okay, that sounds neat.
So it's like a body swap movie.
Was it like a whodunit, like a mystery?
It's kind of more of they wanted to play this party game where, you know, they all swap bodies and then they have to figure out who's who.
Mm-hmm.
And then shit happens.
That sounds like a terrible party game.
It was probably not. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that, but it's a good movie. It's really good.
It's like, oh, you swap the body with this guy. I'm chugging this fucking liquor.
Yeah. I'm going to take a shit and not wiping my ass.
Yeah, you're gonna have an itchy butt when you come back, dude.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that happened. Not exactly like that, but you guys are on the right track.
I just got you chlamydia.
But it's good. I strong recommend. It's What's Inside.
Cool. You know what's a classic that everyone loves?
That Futurama episode where they swap brains.
Oh, that one is fucking. Yeah, that is a classic.
Yeah,
That's not what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, is that Arnold
Jesus
Schwarzenegger?
Christ. The clone one?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
Very
that's
similar to
fucking
what we're talking
great.
about.
Well, I don't know. This is a movie I watched. It's fun to see how this movie that came out in 2000, what they thought the future was like.
Every
Oh,
movie's
when does it take place? Well,
it says
came out.
in the near future. It's like near future sooner than you imagine or something like that. And then it's like self-driving cars.
Man, I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I saw it.
They're like smoking is illegal, but there's never cell phones in these movies. You know what I mean?
The premise for this movie, I think, has been done better other times.
Yeah, I mean, but there's good
Isn't
practical car stunts and shit in it. It's good.
they
It's fun.
clone Tyrone sort of like this?
No.
Where he finds out that he's
A clone?
a clone, and then kinda, but not. Yeah, like there were a lot of Tyrones, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
this
kept
is
dying
just-
and coming back. I just remember for this one, the henchmen who kept dying. And didn't you have like a tattoo or something on your lip that showed you
There was like
which version you were?
a hash mark on your eye or something on
Your
your
eye or
eyeball.
something like that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's got 6 dots on his eye, so that means he was cloned 6 times.
And I remember there was a quarterback who was playing future football.
Yes,
got
yes.
fucking annihilated.
It was XFL.
Was it? Oh, that's
2000?
right.
Yeah, it could be.
Because XFL was brand new.
Oh, XFL. He's the first guy to get $65 billion or some shit. It was-
I forgot. I gotta watch this again.
yeah,
man.
it's a fun watch, dude.
What year's it set in?
It just says the future
Oh,
sooner
yeah,
than you
you asked
think.
that already.
Yeah. And it's
I
got
gotta check
fucking
this
our
out.
man Michael Rappaport in it.
Robert Duvall, fucking Terry Crews plays
Yeah,
a part.
Terry Crews, man. I was like, holy shit. I forgot he was even in this.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, it's quite a cast. That quarterback got his leg like blown out into a billion pieces.
No, he
And then-
dies.
Oh, he dies on the field? Well, they bring him back.
Well, yeah, they bring
And
him
they're
back
like,
as a
oh,
clone.
yeah, he was fine. Well, yeah, that's.
Yeah, because Michael Rooker's like, oh, I'm a doctor. He like puts his hand on his neck and he's like, he's got a strong pulse. We're going to get him.
And he was like at a party that night or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, it was overblown. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's silly. It's a good one, though.
I like these
I enjoyed
names of the characters. They're so late 90s names.
Are they?
Adam Gibson, Hank Morgan, Robert Marshall,
Yeah.
Natalie Gibson.
Yeah, right? You wouldn't hear that shit in new movies. I don't know, but check it out, man. It's fucking great.
Oh, they're all very bland.
I also watched a movie I have seen before, but I forgot how good it was and how much I loved it.
The Sixth Day.
The Sixth Day.
Little
This- yeah.
monsters.
No,
It's not good. It does not hold up. I'll tell you that.
have you guys seen Sicario?
Yes.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yes.
I mean, it came out like 2016. I
Very
think, but
dramatic and good.
It's so fucking tense.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Benicio del Toro's amazing in it.
Did he win an award for that? Because he should have.
I don't
May have
know,
been nominated.
I think he might have been.
but he was so fucking good. 2015. Josh Brolin was good. Everyone was good in that. The dude from fucking Bird Notice was in it.
Oh, man, Burn Notice is something I wonder if it's still good if I go back.
Jeffrey Donovan.
I don't
That's his
know.
name. I don't know if he was nominated for that, but I also haven't seen the second one. I wonder if that's any good.
There's a Sicario 2.
There is. Benicio and Josh Brolin are in it.
What's it called?
Sicario 2.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's wait, there's a full name to it. Oh, it's called Sicario Day of the Soldado.
That's wild. I didn't even know that.
Came out in 2018.
Huh.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I mean, usually, sequels, you're like, I don't know, but
Yeah, but that movie was good, so.
it's a different director.
Mm,
And Denis Villeneuve, the guy he ended up doing Dune.
all right.
He did Blade Runner 2049. That guy makes movies look pretty.
Yeah, Blade Runner looked fucking amazing. Didn't like the movie that much, but I mean, it looked good.
Yeah, I liked it. It looked pretty. Anyway,
You know what else I
check
saw?
out
though?
Sicario.
No.
I finished the new season of Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Overall,
it's okay.
about a 7,
Maybe like a 6.
6. That's a bummer. But still, I mean, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's Futurama.
Futurama.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, for the other seasons, I probably have to watch it again.
So you think it's good as part of the full canon,
Yeah.
but maybe not the best season?
Yeah. If it was the first season of a new show, probably wouldn't watch any more of it.
Oh, bummer.
You know what else was like a 6?
Sixth Day?
No, that's like at least a 7. Killer Heat. It's a new Amazon
Oh, boy.
Prime movie, I think.
Wasn't that a movie?
Yeah,
Heat
Before?
was, and
Joseph
the killer
Gordon-Levitt.
was.
He's a PI in Crete.
Wow.
It's interesting, but I mean, I watched the whole thing, but at the end of the day, it was just a detective PI movie, regular bullshit.
Okay.
There's a twist. Oh shit, another twist. One of them.
I mean, I'm into those once in a while.
Yeah, I like JGL, so I'll watch whatever he does. He was okay.
Still gotta
in
watch
it.
Greedy People. I haven't watched that yet.
I think Greedy People is better,
Okay.
definitely.
This Killer Heat is giving off mad watched on an airplane vibes.
Yeah, that's definitely
really
something
does.
you can watch on an airplane. It's nothing to write home about, but I mean, it's okay. It's something to put on.
So we also pulled from the movie bowl. Have you guys ever heard of or seen the movie Stop Motion?
Is it stop motion?
Parts of it, it's a Shudder original.
Probably not. then.
Oh, Shudder original. Like, what the fuck was that movie? Deep Hole, whatever.
Deep
Ghost?
hole.
The Hole, Hell Hole.
Hellhole. Yeah, thank you.
This one is about a young woman who's a stop motion animator, and her mother her very overbearing mother, like goes into a coma. So she's kind of on her own now, and she's doing her own stop motion thing, and she starts like blurring reality and fiction, and it's fucking creepy because those stop motion dolls she makes are fucking wild.
Really? Is it like a Tool video?
Parts of it,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not full on Tool, but she makes them out of like, she starts losing her mind and starts making them out of like dead animal skin and meat and just,
At least it's not live animal skin. Jesus.
well, they were alive until she got to them.
Oh.
That's the thing. And then she starts mixing things up. It's very trippy.
Is it
I didn't think
slappy?
I think it was more slappy than anything else. I didn't think it was great, but it was fucking weird.
What was it called again?
Stop motion, one word.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
And then I watched another movie I want to talk about, a brand new one that just came out, which I thought was fucking phenomenal.
Okay. I'm listening.
Have you guys heard of Strange Darling?
No.
Mm-mm.
Stars, I guess stars. Oh God, Kyle Gellner, who I know you don't know by name,
No.
but he's doing like a lot of horror movies lately.
Oh, Kyle Gellner.
Oh, that Gellner.
What was the movie I just watched last week? The YouTube Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. I just talked about this. Cleansing Hour. There it is.
Yes, thank you.
He was the tech guy, the guy behind the screen with the demon anthology book, whatever. That's Kyle Gellner. He was in Jennifer's Body.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him in a fucking 100 things.
Yeah, he's out there. He's working.
He's in Smile.
He's in Smile. That's right. He's out there. And this movie is about it's like, it plays like the whole Texas Chainsaw thing, where it's like, this is based off a true story about a serial killer who terrorized.
Right,
It's very, like, it's a very similar intro to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like the John Larroquette voice and everything. Any hoodles. So it's told in like 6 chapters, and they're told out of order. And it's really pretty. It's disturbing. It's really good. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it, but I highly suggest you guys check it out.
What's it on?
I don't know. I mean, I acquired it legally. That's for sure.
Oh, obviously. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out, man.
But it's good. And it doesn't slap, but there's sure no fucking heart in it. It's pretty violent.
Oh, that's fucking awesome then.
And Ed Begley Jr.'s in it, so that's worth seeing just for that reason.
Yeah. Comes in under 100 minutes. I'm all about it.
There you go. Check it out. It's good. But if that's all we got, we can go ahead and move into our Plotty Time vibe check.
Let's do it.
All right. So apparently eBay is already filled with PS5 Pro anniversary consoles that they've already scalped up to $3,000 or more.
Yeah, well, no one's going to buy it.
I'm sure some assholes will, but it's gross. Like, why don't they do anything to stop like bots from buying these things and reselling them?
They
It doesn't
try.
matter. They get their money either way.
I'm pretty sure they try. You can only do one per PlayStation account, as far as I thought. Or maybe you couldn't.
I mean, they look really cool. We talked about them previously. I like how they look. I'd love to have one, but I wasn't going to spend the money that Sony was charging for them.
Dude, I was at work when the fucking controllers went live. I looked at it like, I don't know, 20 minutes after, and I couldn't fucking find one.
Yeah, they were just gone immediately.
Yeah. I was like, well, forget it. I'll just buy a cheap white fucking original controller then.
Yeah, but $1,000 for the PS5 Pro version of it. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, what wasn't it $900 anyway?
It's $700 just by itself.
Well,
The PS5 Pro, but the $1,000 anniversary bundle that you could buy came with. It's loading. It came. What does it have?
Yeah, it was $900 originally for the anniversary bundle. So $1,000 ain't terrible.
What is? I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck. Oh, it comes with a controller. It comes with a disc drive.
Yeah, there you go.
The DualSense Edge controller,
really?
the Pro
You get
version, and the controller stand.
You get the awesome controller with it too.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see the charging cord? Because it looks pretty fucking cool. I know it's lame to
The
get
cord
excited.
looks cool.
The
Come
cord
on,
looks
Poppascotch.
cool.
No,
man.
like it's USB-C, the part that goes into the controller, obviously, but the other end
So
that's
sweet.
USB-C looks like the PlayStation 1 port.
Oh, really?
So I thought
That's
that was
dumb.
really neat.
That's dumb.
Oh, that's cool. It's awesome. You guys are wrong. Fuck you.
No.
We know we're not wrong.
I would have loved to buy the controller for $80. Thanks, PlayStation. You could just send me one.
Well, they listen, so I'm sure those be one in
Oh,
our.
yeah.
in
We
our,
hype you up way too much.
We really do. Start getting money for. Anyway, Moving on, big news. The Simpsons Tapped Out, which launched back in 2012, is shutting down in January.
I
Man,
saw
you
that,
played that
dude.
forever when you cheated with it.
Yeah.
I know. I played it in 2012 when it came out, and I probably played it for like a year, maybe 2 years when it came out. And then I cheated, got all the donuts, which are the currency, and just didn't want to play any. There's no reason to play anymore.
Yeah, that's why you don't cheat.
I just bought everything, and I was like, okay, now what? And they're like, well, you have to wait till new content comes out. When's that? Another month? Okay, I'll just turn it back on. Never went back to it.
Yeah, that's a mobile game for you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember going back to it recently. Like, didn't we talk
Yeah,
about it on the podcast?
remember
I
you
went
saying
back
something
to
about
it, and it was just like all the content I missed just started like spamming me with new missions and other shit to do. And I'm like, it was like 20 minutes of just going like, okay, yep, okay. Just objectives all over the place. I was like, nah, I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, fuck that.
But the game is going to be delisted on Halloween, which is next week if you guys are listening.
Spooky.
Exactly a week from today. So get it fast, guys. And then
Get it to not play it anymore.
after that, server shuts down January 25th, I think. I forget what it said. But there you go. The newest Simpsons game, by the way, released in 2012, is shutting down.
I know. Where the fuck? Well, Simpsons aren't that big anymore, but
I mean, they're still big. It's just
they really need to make a new game now. They need to make Simpsons Crazy Taxi again.
I still can't believe they only made one movie.
Yeah, that's surprising. In 30-some years.
It was a great movie. I liked it.
It was a good movie.
I liked it a lot.
Also, GTA Online is getting a zombies mode set in GTA 5's snowy opening location.
Fuck
North
off, GTA
Yanktown.
5. Nice.
I was thinking about it. I wouldn't mind firing it up because it's got to be completely different from whenever I played it.
That's true, but who gives a shit?
No, he's got a point.
It's a good counter argument. I tip my hat to you, sir. Excellent.
Thank you.
I think it'd be fun. Like, I want more GTA, man. I want to have fun with a GTA game again. And it's still going to be another year until the next one comes out if it's not delayed.
I thought about doing it too because I had a car I really like driving around. I wonder if I still have it on my PlayStation or
Go and lock.
the cloud.
Yeah, I wonder if, like, can I play by myself online? Which I know defeats the purpose, but there's a bunch of missions and shit
You
can
could play
do.
the whole fucking campaign again.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried doing that a couple times. I played through the campaign fully twice, and then I tried to go back and replay it 2 other times. Because, you know, the game came out 11 years ago.
Yeah.
So in that time. It's always fun, but eventually I just get into that, like, Ubisoft, like, there's too many objectives on the map, and I don't feel like doing this.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do them all.
What do you mean?
You
Yeah,
don't.
you're right. You do have to do them all.
So then I just bail on it, usually. That's usually what happens.
I hear
I get,
that,
like,
man.
50% through 60%. I'm like, eh.
That's like when I replay Fallouts. I do the same thing.
I played a lot of Fallout 4 this year. I put
Yeah.
in like 60 hours, and then I just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Grown up.
What are you going to do? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Or else I'd be doing it.
So now in Magic the Gathering corner,
What?
they're what's this guy's name?
Mark?
The head Magic the Gathering designer. Who's this nerd? Mark Rosewater
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's him.
has responded to criticism because apparently, and you guys, I'm going to need you guys to talk about this because I don't know any of this shit. But apparently, as you guys have mentioned previously, there are a whole shitload of licensed sets that have come out in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Licensed properties, everything from Transformers, Lord of the Rings, Fallout, I think. Didn't they have one? All
Fuck
kinds
yeah,
of
they
shit.
did. The only one I bought.
The critics are basically saying this is just to make money.
Well,
like, it's not
no
making the
shit.
game better. Well, he's responded to that, and he said, we are always forward-facing. Our goal is not to make the quickest buck we can and call it a day.
Bullshit.
Magic is
No,
31
they
years
want to keep
old.
making money on it.
Yeah, you're right. But
We plan to be here as long as we can, and so we are constantly forward-thinking in how we do things. What does that mean?
Means they want to make things so they can keep making money.
it means they're the backbone of
Hasbro.
Hasbro and they need to make money or else they'll get shut down.
Yeah,
When Hasbro's bought by some fucking conglomerate company and milked for every last cent it has.
Back in 2022, a Bank of America analyst specifically called this out in a report to investors. Quote, the primary concern is that Hasbro has been overproducing Magic cards, which has propped up Hasbro's
Yes.
recent results, but is destroying the long-term value of the brand
Yes.
because people are just getting oversaturated and feeling burnt out.
And they can't charge as much
Well,
as they want now.
They will also keep making more and more if people keep buying it, which
But
they
I'm just
do.
saying, like, they can't charge what they're charging. I mean, obviously they can because people still buy it.
Yeah.
But the cards aren't worth what they're charging anymore.
So my question is, and maybe you guys can help me understand this.
You know what I mean now? Hold on.
No, I don't.
Well, my question was related to your point.
Well, because there's cards that are worth like $50, $60.
Yeah.
And the only way they can sell sets is by placing already expensive cards in it. But the more they print them,
The less expensive they become.
exactly.
Well, that's why it's power creep. That's what happens in the games.
Yeah.
So are people buying them? I mean, this is, I guess, completely speculation, but are people buying them because they want to have these sets and they want to play with them and they just want to collect them? Or is this a lot of like that scalping we were just talking about where people buy them to resell them specifically?
If you're buying to resell Magic, you're an idiot now.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is a MTG finance Reddit that is like they acted like it's the stock market. But
Oh, so it's kind of like the Kelly Blue Book of Magic cards and what they're worth?
yeah,
That sort of
Well,
thing?
like if you're buying new cards to sell them and make a lot of money, you're pretty dumb. You're going to lose a lot of money.
unless you have eyes on a spec.
Or if you have like 100,000 boxes,
Yeah. Other than that, it's pointless because
they can just
my
reprint.
Magic collection dropped in so much value over the past 4 years. It's redonkulous.
But why is that? Is it because they're printing out more cards or people have like enough cards and walk away?
They're
Like,
reprinting old cards that were
Oh.
rare and expensive,
Oh.
so new players can get them, which is fine because it ultimately is a game to be played.
Mm-hmm.
sure. That's what these are the playing pieces, right? Like
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, are we going to get into Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus now too?
Don't.
We might have to.
It's insane that people think that
I know.
that's like, oh my god, it's blasphemy. I just paid $50 for this card and it's worth shit now. Yeah. Welcome to Magic. You know what I mean?
Well, it's worth $50 because
Jeweled
that's
Lotus
what it was
100
worth to
and something.
you.
It's not worth $50 anymore.
No, it was
Well,
banned.
no. But
It was banned. You can't play with it now. So
oh, that sucks.
yeah,
Well, that's what you get for buying.
it happens. I mean, there's been bans in Magic
30 years.
forever. Yeah. But
That's
once
hilarious.
it gets unbanned, 5 years down the line when they have fucking more powerful cards, who cares?
This seems like a very complicated topic. We might have to do
Yeah,
a special
let's not-
episode of
yeah.
this where Poppascotch just fucking sits this one out.
Let's get into the game.
All right.
All right, we're doing that. Got Chump Slap all fired up in the vibe chat.
Oh man, seriously, don't even get me started on Magic and value.
I know we did. I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd get so mad about this. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on to the game. All right. This
I was like, hey, I can
Easy.
leave this to somebody I care about when I die. And now it's like, no, why? Because it's all fucking not worth shit by then. But
it might
anyway.
cover a funeral.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, this week we're talking about the 1998 survival horror classic Deep Fear.
Never heard of it.
No.
Okay, it was released June 30th, 1998 around a slew of fucking bangers, and there's a reason this one got lost in the shuffle. because
98, yeah, it's a big year.
June 25th, 1998, a little game called Castlevania Symphony of the Night came out.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
that's a banger.
June 29th, Banjo and Kazooie.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a banger.
June 29th, 1998, Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a banger.
These get less banger. June 30th, Death Trap Dungeon.
Never heard of it.
Heard of that.
Yeah, that was a big one. And then July 4th, 1998, Heart of Darkness, which was a real big game.
For horror genre, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So this week in the box office, whoo, some blasts from the past. These were the years when we were all going to the movies because there was nothing else to do.
Howard Stern Private Parts. I was around this.
You're
Yeah,
not
I'd
that
been.
far off. Number 6, The Truman Show.
Oh, yeah, that's about the same time. Yep.
Number 5, the George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez banger, Out of Sight.
Never heard of that one.
It's really good. It's really good.
What's it
It
about?
was one of those ones that was not really appreciated till years later.
Oh.
And then number 4, Armageddon.
Get the fuck out,
was Deep
man.
Impact at the same time?
It was.
No, it didn't make the list, so I
No.
assume it wasn't.
Obviously
But
it
number 3, a movie we were all eagerly anticipating, The X-Files.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, these are fucking class. And then number 2, Mulan, Disney classic.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
And then number 1, the Eddie Murphy starring vehicle, Dr. Dolittle. Yeah.
Fuck, I still haven't seen that. No. think I'll ever
I know.
will.
I feel like I'm so far out of the cultural conversation if I haven't seen Dr. Dolittle.
You're right. You are.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
And then the news. Ooh, buddy. All right. May 28th, 1998. Phil Hartman was murdered by his wife, Bryn, in his sleep. That was a bummer.
That was such
gets
a
better.
fucking bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Gets better. June 6th, 1998. Sex and the City premieres on HBO, guys.
Oh, another bummer.
That's a pretty big show, though.
Yeah. It was
Women
huge.
love that shit.
It was huge.
It was a cultural. They're still making movies. It's a big deal. June 14th, 1998. The Bulls win their 6th championship. It was the second half of their double three-peat.
Oh,
and then
wow.
the year after.
Jordan and Pippen and
Yeah.
shit. Nice.
Rodman.
And then the year after, Horace Grant was gone, Pippen was gone, Steve Kerr was gone,
Oh.
Jordan retired. Maybe Steve Kerr stayed. I don't remember, but Jordan retired for the first time. Second time.
Whatever.
July 12th, 1998. France wins the World Cup against the heavily favored Brazil. It was slow. It was a slow time. This
France
is what I
beats
had.
Brazil though. That's wild. I don't
Yeah, that doesn't normally happen.
know. Good for you
And then-
guys.
This game, Deep Fear, was released for Sega Saturn, developed by System Saycom, published by Sega. It is a single-player survival horror submersible sim.
Submersible Sim.
Submersible sim.
I like it.
And I picked it. So if you guys don't mind, I'll just get into this survival horror classic.
Do it.
Yeah, tell us about John Mayer.
Yeah, not that one.
artist.
Emergency Rescue Service member John Mayer, who we're going to find out during the course of this game, not great at his job. Great at killing. Not so much great at rescuing others. But we begin with this very cinematic cutscene where a space capsule, a lunar capsule, which looks like one of the ones from the fucking 60s,
It was.
like the Apollo program capsules, they crash into the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it was 40 years after it was in space.
Don't ruin the
Well, we
big
know.
reveal.
Yeah, don't,
Oh,
spoiler.
sorry.
So then a bunch of helos scramble to get there, and a U.S. sub called the Sea Fox hauls ass on its way over. Divers find the capsule, and it gets sent to this large underwater facility. I guess it's a research facility, I think is what it was. Or
Yes.
military base, something like that, called the Big Table.
That's a dumb name.
I think it was a Navy
Horrible.
thing.
it was
horrible
kind
name.
of both. It was a research Navy thing.
Was it? All
Yeah.
right.
I liked calling it La Mesa Grande.
Oh,
That's more fun. Yeah, you're welcome.
That is a big table.
And then we get some quick intros to our characters, but most notably here's John Mayer. He is the chief of the ERS squad, and we just get a real quick backstory. He lost his special lady friend. We don't know why. We'll figure out later, but he's only been here a week. He's the new guy. He's a new guy on the Big Table, or La Mesa Grande.
Okay.
So then he gets a call on radio from probably the best character in the game, his submersible pilot, Mookie.
Mookie. Fuck yeah, man.
And then he shows up, and the dolphin expert, Sharon, is on the ground, seemingly dead. But it's just an April Fool's, guys. It's just a goof.
That was
That's a
Big
good
goof.
April Fool's joke for the new guy.
Wow, Mookie, you psycho.
Yeah, what an asshole. It's great. And then the sub that was checking out the space capsule pulled it out of the way, crashes and goes quiet right into the facility, a portion of the facility.
Yeah, yeah.
And John Mayer, his body's a wonderland. He gets the call to go check out the area where the Sea Fox sub.
You wrote that joke down and we're just trying to use it, didn't you?
I was considering looking up other song names of his, but
Nice.
that'd be a bridge too far.
Yeah,
That's another song of his.
Is it? I have no
I just made
idea.
that up.
Oh wow, that would have.
Well, now I'm gonna look.
You guys fucking write this shit together. What's going on?
we're showing up with bits. And the sub completely getting out of control, rammed into the thing because somebody's got to stop this train.
Was that a
That
Speed
is a song.
reference?
That is a song. That's a song reference. Yeah.
Oh, so he only looked up a couple of the songs.
Yeah. All right, get out of there.
No, there's I'm using them all. All right. So, where are we at? So John Mayer, he gets the call to check out this whole Sea Fox sub, and he has to go there because there's a high value person there, Dr. Gina Weisberg. You don't know anything about this, just the guy at the base said go get her. So you take Mookie, he's the submersible pilot, and he takes you over. And I don't know, I forget what they called it. It was like an extended platform. It was like a piece of the base that could move out on a rail.
Yeah. The Sea Fox?
Well, the Sea Fox was the sub.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the ERS was the little shuttle.
It's something.
Yeah, so
it's got a name.
it's a different portion that can be blocked off, whatever. So you get out there, and immediately on the sub, you come across a guy just begging to be killed. And
Which
then
was interesting. I like that.
Yeah. It's
It was
always
a
awesome
pretty-
when you get to a new area and there's like, fucking kill me.
and then and so you're like, what the heck is going? And then he immediately mutates and turns into a crazy monster and starts attacking you.
This is just like that whole movie.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Hellhole.
Oh.
Oh,
The
I
whole
thought you meant the
movie.
entire movie.
They get the guy and he's like, fucking kill me.
Yeah, I mean that is what happened. You're
Yeah,
right.
Go on.
And then, there's a bunch of fighting here. Eventually, you find Dr. Gina Weisberg. She's passed out on the ground. And John has a weird flashback moment where he's like, what? Stella? Which is the name of his special lady friend.
That's so dumb.
It's very dumb. It's very dumb. And she, like, slowly comes to, and we meet her chimpanzee friend, Anthony. So there's a chimpanzee buddy in this game. Just like Every Which Way But Loose.
Oof.
Every Which Way But Loose.
That's getting edited.
Some would call that monkey the Queen of California.
Oh, that's a song.
Yeah, that's a John Mayer song.
It's not as fun if you guys have no idea what the songs are. Then again, I don't know any of them either. It's almost like I'm covered in rain.
Oh, that's got to be one. If it doesn't make sense, it's a song.
Yeah.
If it's a bad joke, if it's clearly a joke setup that doesn't make any sense,
It's a song title.
We get it.
it's a lot like Love on the Weekend.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, I'll slow down. Pump the brakes.
They slow down. Oh,
They slow down. Okay. Pump the brakes is.
It might be Heartbreak Warfare. Who knows?
Go
That was one
on.
of them.
Let's go on
Neon,
with
Wild
the game,
Blue.
please.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I'll stop shoehorning these in here. All right, and then you ride the submersible thing with everybody back to the fucking main area, and you meet the commander of the base, Clancy.
Is that the weird voice dude?
No, that's I forget. I have his name in here somewhere, but there's that guy.
Oh, thank you.
Dubois. We'll get to that's the one. Yeah, this is the early days of voice acting in video games. This is, hey, we created a new character, find someone to do the voice, and they walk out to the front and say, hey, receptionist, can you pop in here real quick and do a couple lines? That's this era of video game making.
I wish I would have gotten to voice acting back then. I could have been so many of these stupid voices.
Oh, absolutely. Or you just be credited as like monster sounds and you just scream into them. God, our lives could have been so different.
I know.
John Mayer's like, hey, Commander Clancy, what's going on here? And Clancy's like, it's none of your goddamn business. The Navy is going to seal this area off, and the SEAL team's on their way. So fuck off, hang tight.
Beautiful.
And then as they're in there, a bunch of alerts break out, like red lights, all kinds of crazy shit. They run into the command deck, and we find out that the Sea Fox has activated their missiles.
How? There's nobody on it.
I know, right? But one gets shot out anyway and hits the air unit, which is another part of the base, which turns into a game mechanic, your air, like it's a whole thing. It doesn't destroy it, though. Like, there's still air.
Right.
But, yeah, that's a whole other mechanic. There's, like, a health bar and an air bar. It's very interesting the way they did it. But they said something like the safety mechanism worked, so the air unit was fine. And then the rest of the missiles start arming, but they don't fire. Now,
Oh, that's good.
well,
Are they preparing
normally
a
we'd be like,
Poseidon missile, though?
yeah, normally we'd be pretty worried here,
Mm-hmm.
But luckily for the base, John Mayer used to be a Navy SEAL, and his job was working on decoding nuclear launch codes.
That was,
Far-fetched.
yeah.
I was going to say there's no such thing.
Like, why would he be?
Well, yeah, that's what I was, I mean,
Yeah, there you go. That was make-believe.
hey, maybe there is, and you just don't know it.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know anything about nuclear launch codes.
No, but I do
one
know.
thing. You need two people to turn the key or something.
The only thing I know is that no such thing is another John Mayer song. Boom. You didn't even know that time.
snap.
See,
You
we didn't even
that
know.
time. So then Clancy's like, hey, you know how to do this, so get your ass over there and shut down these missiles. So Mayer gets on board. He fights a bunch of monsters, a bunch of morphed out seamen, and then
Morphed Out
John-
Seaman's a John Mayer song.
see if you guys are starting to get it. No, it's not, but you're close. And he gets back. They fight. He dismantles the thing. There's like a sub story here about how the second in command got taken over by one of these fucking morphing things and turned the missiles on. But whatever. It's not missiling now. He gets back to the main ship with the submersible.
Right.
Luckily, he was able to save one guy. Well, I mean, it was only one person from the sub, but
Oh, we got a survivor. Him and Mookie brought a survivor back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then he gets off the sub. Mookie's still on it. And unfortunately, before Mookie can even get out, the survivor turns into a monster and kills him, and it's super dramatic.
I know. I was upset. I liked Mookie.
Yeah. There's a scene where John Mayer swims underwater with a fucking little air thing in his mouth.
Yeah. That happens a lot in this game.
Yeah, that is part of the
deep
air
are they?
mechanic.
A lot deeper than they should be to do that.
That's, yeah, okay. I thought so. I just wanted to point that out.
There was a thing. Do you guys remember the movie Sphere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember in that movie, they were in like, they got down to the base and then they got pressurized or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And then they said in the movie that you could actually go out and swim and you'd be fine and you wouldn't die because of all the water
because
pressure.
you were already pressurized.
Is that a thing? That's not a thing, right? That's a movie thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
Because otherwise,
It's pretty fucking cold down there, first of all.
wouldn't
Yeah, there's
that
that. And how would you
Titanic
see?
sub have survived if it was already pressurized? I mean,
I think
it didn't implode, though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably not. It's not a thing, right? It's not a thing. It's
I
a
don't think it's
sci-fi
a thing.
movie thing.
I mean, you do get pressurized.
Yeah.
No, let's say it's not a thing.
Okay. Glad we landed on that.
Yep.
We got some science to back that up. So you kill the thing that killed Mookie, and then you move on. Luckily, the SEALs have just arrived. Thank God, just in time.
And you lose your little fucking ERS vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It gets dumped down to the bottom of the ocean,
Right.
like it's gone. You can't go get it. But after you go to grab some data files or whatever, some side mission bullshit, you head to Clancy's office and you meet Colonel McCoy, who is the leader of the SEAL team and your old boss.
The one who taught you to hack nuke codes.
Exactly.
Wow.
Fun fact, Colonel is not actually a rank in the Navy SEALs. I just thought that was funny. I heard that in a YouTube video, so I thought that was fun to put
Yeah.
in.
It's probably a translation error.
Or they just said, whatever, give him a military rank,
Yeah. That's
not knowing it's a Navy. I think it's a Navy rank.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So they go over the plan with you, and they and you decide that to tell Dr. Weisberg your entire life story, that your fiance Stella was Colonel McCoy's sister, and during all he said was there was some kind of storm near the ocean, and she got thrown out into the ocean, and John Mayer blames himself. She got just tossed out into the wild blue, as they say.
yeah. And doesn't he say, like, the captain's like, oh, I thought you'd quit after that day.
He does say that.
And then Dr. Weisberg hears this whole thing and just goes, time will fix this.
I love you, Weisberg. That's fucking great.
She's just like, time heals all wounds. Don't be, whatever. That's my best advice. Whatever. So then you move on. You meet Danny, the mechanic, who gives you some backstory on Clancy. And there's a lot. He talks a lot. But it really boils down to Clancy is the type of dude that is like not in a great place with Washington, back home.
Yeah.
So he will kill you to advance his career. Like, he'll do it.
This part was pretty.
Yeah, he's like, I used to work with him on another thing, and
Yeah.
he ended up killing all these people just to make himself look better, or some crazy
He
shit.
purposely
like that.
sank a
Whatever.
ship he was on.
He sunk a passenger ship to get a promotion.
I don't know how that works, but
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe to
But then
kill
he
everybody
got-
else because they had to promote him then,
Yeah.
because there's no one else left.
But then he got sent here instead to an underwater fucking Sea Lab 2021 shit.
Which has to be a shit job, right? Like, this is a punishment job.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what they'd say.
So Clancy's not a good dude. That's really where we land on this. And then he says the weirdest piece of dialogue. You didn't see it in the video I watched. Well, you guys might have watched the same one or not. But there was another character named Anna who's like the badass like soldier on board.
Yeah.
And this is where Danny says, hey, if you see Anna, tell her she doesn't have to act so macho.
Oh,
She's cute when
Yeah,
she's quiet.
Whatever.
Like,
did
what
something
the
happen
fuck?
before?
No, you just, earlier in the game, you meet Anna and you meet her little bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's it. So I don't know where Danny's pulling this story. Anyway, let's just move on. You do meet Anna then, and you meet her bulldog, which I just mentioned. She's like, my bulldog's missing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, he always comes back. Something's happening. Anna has a cold, just like John currently has a cold.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wonder if that'll come back.
I don't know. I doubt it.
But John has to get out there, walk around the ocean, because it's the only way to get to the energy unit so it doesn't melt down. And Anna, tells him, you got to go get the big gym suit, which looks like some kind of old-timey fucking steampunk pressurized underwater
Yeah.
suit bullshit.
This is the part where I was like, well, he just swam earlier.
Nope. You need the special suits now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I guess
well, it
to,
doesn't
like-
matter anyway because later we find a fucking tunnel back. So
Yeah.
you get this thing called the gum gun, which really has nothing to do with the story, but I thought the sound of it was hilarious.
Gum
you just
gun.
like, and then you seal up holes.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get back to Anna.
It's a cocking gun.
Yeah.
It looks like a bubble gum gun.
It's like the fucking slime shooters from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. That makes sense. And then you get back and you find Anna, but this time she mutates into a monster and you need to kill her. So you boss fight her. She becomes a boss. You boss fight her. And then you grab the suit and you fuck off to the ocean floor and you make your way to the energy unit where you meet Dubois, who has the craziest voice out of anyone.
It's the most wild voice acting I've heard in a long time.
The best. I don't think I can replicate it without sounding offensive to somebody.
No, yeah.
No, you
it's
couldn't.
not worth it.
You don't have the talent.
We're gonna
But it's clearly someone doing a fake voice.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
I think it's supposed to be French.
Yeah, Dubois. Yeah.
No, it's not stand to reason, but it is.
It's not French.
It's clearly whoever's reading the lines that's not their native tongue. Like it's a caricature voice. But you keep going. You need to open the coolant tank to save the whole place. And on your way, you find the whole SEAL team is just fucking. They're dead. And McCoy is like half creature. He's turning into one of these monsters, right?
Oh shit.
And then these are his last moments. He's like, "Hey, we haven't like talked about this whole, thing with my sister, and she's dead, and you're not. But I always thought of you as a brother, and you probably really tried to save Stella. So here's a gun I wanted to gift you."
He doesn't give him the Colt,
Gun is a weird gift.
the Colt M1991A1 that his
Yeah, it's a
father used to
1911.
own.
It's a World War II, the sidearm. It's a 1911. It's a very
1911.
common, very common gun. And I just wrote in my notes like, this doesn't seem like a good time.
No, it's not a good time.
He wanted to give it as a wedding gift.
Yeah, which is weird.
Why did he carry it with him? How did he know?
Well, he knew he was going to see the guy, I guess.
Did he? Did he know that McCoy
No.
was there?
Well, he was called after McCoy, wasn't
Did
he?
McCoy
Well, I mean,
know?
It's not
that
like he
Mayer
probably
was-
had time to go home and grab his stuff before he came here.
Maybe he always carried his dad's old gun with him, though.
In case he fucking ran into John Mayer again?
No, maybe he just liked to use it or have it.
Maybe.
Because it
Maybe
was
he's
his
just
dad's
like-
gun, right?
No, it's from his dad's generation, he called it.
Oh, I thought it was his dad's gun from
No.
the war.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, well, then fuck that. That just makes
It's
sense.
just a fancy new version of the gun that is an older model.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's stupid.
And so we get to a moment where the base needs to be blown up. So that means McCoy is going to go ahead and do a sack move.
Sack move.
Sack move.
He has a cool
That's
saying
right.
before he dies, too.
What does he say?
Kill a monster for me.
No, he says, I wrote it down. I thought you were going to do it, but I wrote it down. He says, "I'm taking you with me, damn monster." There's several pauses in there. But John Mayer barely gets away. He's in the suit and he's running away as fast as you can run in one of these suits underwater, and then he gets blown to safety. And the music is insanely dramatic. Jesus Christ. That's what my note says.
That's not how explosions work underwater, though, is it?
That's not how explosions work anywhere. Like
Fair.
if it has enough power to throw your body, it has enough power to liquefy your insides.
That's right.
Yeah, because as soon as a wall is gone, the water is going to come in. It's not like it's going
That's
to
right.
go.
I didn't even think about that. Like he just gets sucked right back in.
Yeah, it's like an implosion, right? I've seen Space Lab 2021 when it explodes.
Then you know more than I do, I'll tell you that. So you get back to Dubois, and he's like, "Oh shit! Now this part of the building has to be blown up. I have to do it manually. The facility is like my child, so I feel like I have to do it." Which
Makes sense, I
What?
guess.
It's like another sack move.
like he feels he needs to kill his own child.
He needs to be the one to do it.
He doesn't want anyone
it.
else to do it. Yeah.
But okay,
I
the
don't know. I
suit's
was just making that up.
I mean, that's like the smallest thing to get hung up on this. Yeah.
it's almost like he's perfectly lonely.
Oh, that's a song.
John
That
Mayer
has to be a
song. Yeah, it's
song.
got to be.
No, awesome. So you get the suit is damaged. So you're fucked. You can't like use the suit anymore. But luckily, there's a tunnel here that connects to the big table. So I guess you were in the place where McCoy was. It got blown up. You barely made it to where Dubois was. Then from where Dubois was, he's like, "This has to blow up," and you can go to the tunnel back to the big table.
Oh, there's a tunnel from here, but not from the other places.
I guess. And then he goes, "Oh, John." This is a line that Dubois says. "Oh, John, you're a real man." Now, I know what you're thinking out there, either you guys or listeners. That's probably not in context. It would make more sense in context. It doesn't.
No, there's no context.
It doesn't all. I just have WTF in my notes. And so the whole place falling apart. Everyone's like dying now. Like all the characters you've met.
I know. I usually on my notes write a list of the characters' name in the margin, and then cross them off when they die, and everyone's crossed off.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, we still have half the game to go or something like that, and most people are dead. So you have about in game 2 hours until the place blows up, and just you run out of air. It becomes useless. Whatever. The place is gone. So immediately after this, you find out that Sharon got well. You see Sharon get killed by one of the monsters. She was the dolphin lady from the beginning who faked being dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering where the fuck she came from.
Well, she was like, "My last wish is for you to let the dolphins go."
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a scene. I swear to you, there's a scene where you open the door for the dolphin. It's just one dolphin, probably a graphical limitation, but there's one fucking dolphin. And you're like, "Hey, dolphin, you need to leave or Sharon's death was for nothing."
Dude,
And the dolphin fucks off. It leaves. It goes through the hatch you opened and I guess goes into the water.
Canon says this is Echo.
That's Echo's origin story?
Yep. No, this is what happens after he comes back from the planet, whatever.
Did we do Echo the Dolphin?
Yes,
I
we
want to
did.
say
Yeah,
we
did in
did.
the Sega episode.
That's right. And it has a wild story that doesn't...
It's the wildest story I've ever heard from a Sega game because I could never beat it. It was so hard.
So you keep going through, you get back to the big table. John stumbles upon Dr. Weisberg again, passed out by the escape capsule bay.
Oh, but she found her monkey though.
She did find Anthony, but he's not really helping. He's a fucking chimp.
Yeah.
And turns out, as she comes to, that Clancy, the real hero of the story, punched her in the fucking head, took the last capsule to get out of there like a real hero.
Go Clancy.
He's like saying, he's not talking to anyone. He's like saying in the fucking thing, he's like, "Oh, I had to get out of there. I had to, because this was my duty. Like, I'm not dying on this thing." Like, clearly lost his mind. Clearly a coward. Everything that Danny said about Clancy was completely true. I think we've learned that.
Yep.
I think we expected as much.
Well, the name like Clancy. No offense, Clancy's out there. Sorry.
No, sorry, Clancy's. We love you. Thanks for listening, Clancy. So now all we have left is Danny, the mechanic guy, Dr. Weisberg, Anthony the chimp, and John Mayer, who looks, something like Olivia. That was a song.
No, it's a song.
That was a song.
Okay. I was like, who the fuck's Olivia?
Oh, he was trying to be, yeah.
Damn it, he's bringing it back. Get it?
They're
off
trying to
it.
take the last train home, guys,
That makes sense, actually.
in your atmosphere. And then, anyway, so they head to the docking area, and as they're releasing another thing, Danny gets attacked and killed, dropping the platform. So, we got Weisenberg, Anthony the chimp, and John Mayer. And there's a moment here where John sees Anna's bulldog just like pop out from behind the thing. He's like, "Oh, I gotta save your ass." So he picks up the bulldog,
Okay.
which adorable. Glad the dog model, by the way, fucking looked wild.
Yeah, it sure did. I thought it was a monster.
I did too. It was like it was like a Michelin Man version
Right.
of a dog. They get together, the four of them, I guess, if you're counting animals as people, and they get together and set off the self-destruct sequence as they slowly start driving away on that moving part of the platform. So they're blowing up the main area of the big table. It blows up. It flips over this entire fucking platform, somehow destroying everything in the facility, but not killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that happened, but it doesn't matter because now we get the exposition dump, baby. Now we get the whole story.
Oh, tell us
You
what
see,
happened.
Oh, shit.
Anthony, he wasn't from the base. He wasn't born there. He didn't grow up there. He was the asshole that was on the space capsule.
Not the 40-year-old space capsule.
It's been missing for 40 goddamn years, and it just shows up one day with the chimp on board.
Dude, Chimp's live
Chimp was
for
on
40
board when
years?
I left.
Well, yeah, that's true. The chimp was on board the entire time. But the point is, there was a huge experiment that was very important, I guess worth blowing up a facility over, that would put the animal into a cold sleep.
That's worth blowing up a facility over.
Well,
Well, this technology was supposed to exist so that you can send people to further away planets and stuff for however long.
Well, he he crashed to Earth. They didn't expect him to be alive.
Yeah, and he was alive, so they were doing experiments.
Yeah,
on
they
him,
were trying to figure out why he was
why
alive
he lived. Yeah,
and how they could use that to travel to far off, like to make cryo sleep.
yeah.
Right. And then somehow, which I don't think is explained, Anthony is the source of the infection.
He had a disease, which allowed him to do that.
Yeah, when he was in space,
Okay.
the bacteria or something mutated and kept him alive.
Yeah,
But it also, when he came back, he was kind of infecting people and killing them.
It was like an alien
Yeah.
bacteria that got in his ship.
Kind of like
Okay.
It was a parasite, really.
Species, the movie Species, sort of like
Oh
that.
yeah. No, yeah. Wasn't there one with Johnny Depp where the same thing happened? Where he was in space and then there was a virus and he became like an alien thing?
Kind of. There's a couple X-Files episodes like that too.
Yeah.
Well, they probably ripped it off from this game, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Probably. This was like 98, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, Dr. Weisberg starts to morph into a crazy blob type monster, and then from there goes through another metamorphosis and turns into some kind of green fairy angel thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's
an
stage
extra
2.
phase boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still conscious though. She's still her. So she gives you the self-destruct key to blow the place up. And basically in a moment of clarity makes you leave. And you do.
holds
You
on
get,
to Anthony.
Mhm.
So he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah. You get
escape.
into the space capsule. Anthony tries to get out, but she grabs onto him. So you get to see a chimpanzee that looks perfectly normal die horribly.
It was disturbing.
It
How
was.
it was like yelling to get out,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just holding on to it.
I felt for that.
Yeah, me
And I'm
too.
like, what? It wasn't their fault. It kind of hurt.
Yeah, well, they had to do it, man, to save humanity.
They did. They had to do it. So John rides the capsule to the surface, and then the bulldog like pops out for the kid, like, "Hey, I snuck on here too." So the bulldog and John make it. So John did save somebody. He saved the bulldog. That's
And
it.
In a post-credit scene, John dies of the bends at the end because he went up way too fucking fast. Man.
He didn't depressurize at the top,
No.
and then he just blew up. But there was a post credits where the capsule opens on the surface, so seemingly John survived and got to the
John
surface.
and the dog survive.
Man, he's got a lot of explaining to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and no proof.
Well, I guess the Navy knows about it because, like, the Coast Guard was up top, and they did send SEALs in, so they knew some
Yeah,
shit was
you're
going
right.
down.
And
Well,
they
I mean,
probably
it was part of their research.
they knew everything that was going
Yeah.
on.
That's it. That's the game. We did it, and we're better people for learning about deep fear somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And John Mayer song titles. But let's go ahead and move into our final thoughts.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You want them? You want
Yeah,
them?
throw them at me.
I'll throw them at you.
Okay, I'll take a break. You go ahead, do your thing.
Did watching this video make you want to be John Mayer?
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
Or the other one. Either one. You can answer either. Was the game pretty good, or do you think it could be more clear? Tried to make it rhyme.
Nice.
And out of 27 stars, how many would this game become a player? I got nothing.
Would I play it? No. It looks like Dino Crisis, Resident Evil.
It was that era
Yeah. About a dozen other games we've covered.
that are way better.
Did the story work for me? It wasn't. I think it's okay. I thought it was more interesting. The voice acting was terrible, and some of the explanations for things like, oh, he knows how to hack nuke codes was bad. But when the Navy SEAL guy was dying, he's like, I got this gun for you too. That made me laugh.
Dude, why?
Well, I mean, he was trying to make up with him, I guess.
I mean,
don't know.
yeah, just to be like, it's okay, but still.
But I thought the ending was good, where
Yeah.
she just like, she was trying to keep it together the whole time, and then just became a monster, and you had to fight her, and then she stopped Anthony from going out anyway, killing the chimp. I didn't see that coming. I'll give it that.
Yeah, that was wild.
No, I didn't either.
But it was okay. Some things were too bad, but I kind of liked it. It entertained me, so I gave it 7 stars.
Okay. 7's respectable.
Yeah, damn good.
All right. Well, then how about you then, Sir Chump Slap?
Oh, me?
Oh, yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to play Deep Fear? Did the story work for you, or would you rather have watched Sphere? And
Almost the same.
what score out of 27 stars you think you'd pull out of your rear?
Oh, sick.
That could be the best one we've ever had.
Oh, can I ever? Maybe from Poppascotch. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank
some
you.
Scotch.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one.
Just gonna enjoy this moment. Thank you.
Did watching it make me want to play? No. It's dated. It's old. It's bad. It looks
Probably
like
tank
shit.
controls.
Yeah, it looks like garbage. Did the story work for me? Kinda. I did not understand where this threat was coming from. I don't like how it was all just an exposition dump at the end. You should have been able to find clues, anything that just pointed to it was the chimp that did it, you know? But no, there was nothing there. The fucking gun. The whole backstory of your wife dying and your
It was your
Fiance.
and the captain being her brother, and why? Unnecessary. They were just trying to pull at heartstrings that just weren't there.
They were just so desperate to have those heartstring moments or find meaning in it.
Yeah, and it was unnecessary.
It was too much. And with the music being so over the top, it was like watching a soap opera.
Yeah, I mean, the story was good enough. You didn't need that. This could have been just as a single dude who maybe could have fucked over this guy at one time, and now he wants to forgive you at the end. But no, it's dumb. But on a whole, it was an all right story. So out of 27 stars, I'm going to give it a 6. It's right in there. It's decent. Not great. Characters other than Mookie, couldn't care about.
Dubois was pretty good, except for his accent.
Actually, I'm going to give it a 7
And
because
Danny
of Dubois' accent.
The characters weren't bad. I think the
voice acting
voice
was lack.
acting brought them down.
And the writing.
Well, the writing didn't help.
Or the translation.
The voice acting was era appropriate.
Yeah.
Not saying that's good.
Era appropriate. Yeah, you're right.
But I think you're taking the
doing.
voice acting and applying it to the characters because the characters weren't bad.
Yeah, you might be right. The characters weren't terrible, but
We've seen a lot worse characters.
yeah, that's why I'll give it a 7. Fuck it. Yeah, you're right. Characters were pretty decent.
Okay, 7 it is. Ask me some questions, please.
Okay. Scotchy, did watching this video make you want to
Fear the Deep.
fear the deep? Nice, thank you. Was the story pretty good, or would you rather just go to sleep?
Okay.
And out of 27 stars, up to the top, how much did this creep?
I thought you were going to call me a creep. I thought that's where you're going to go with that.
But all right, you got creep.
Okay. Did the story work for me? I think, sorry, that's not where we start. Did it make me want to play the game? I mean, it made me nostalgic for an era in time, but it's not like I want to get this game and fire it up and play it.
No, play Dino Crisis if you're going to play something from this
Or
battle.
the old
Yeah,
Resident Evil again.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those games that were survival horror and Resident Evil came out and it crushed and everyone made clones of it. That time was awesome. And I remember how cool it was at the time, but now I'm like, eh.
This was trying to be Resident Evil, right?
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
all were.
Yeah.
So, for the era, it makes me nostalgic for the era, not to actually play this or any of them. Did the story work for me? I think, yes, it was way too over the top. It was, and by over the top, like I was saying with the soap opera, the music cues
Too
were
dramatic. Yeah.
ridiculous. It's as if they went through the story and they're like, we need to make this more dramatic. It's not dramatic enough. Maybe because it was the early animation, the characters weren't so emotive. So they're like, well, we got to put this crazy music or people aren't going to get it. So I think they kind of treated us dumb as the audience, but
They're not
I mean,
wrong.
it moved.
And boy, were we dumb.
Yeah. But I liked the characters. I thought they were different and I remember all of them. As we talk about them, I remember all of them. There's no one who's forgettable.
Yeah, you're right.
So props to the characters. But like you guys said, it was kind of bland. It was kind of plain. The ending though, man, I felt for that monkey. I felt bad. Even though the monkey, it was their whole fault. I felt bad. So
It wasn't the monkey's fault. It was the scientists who sent him into space, really.
Well, to that
Well, I
monkey,
mean-
I just want to say, you're going to live forever in me.
Is that another John Mayer song you just looked up? This is so dumb.
Thank you.
How many stars did you give it?
oh Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be a little bit nicer than you guys. I'm giving it 9.
Oh.
Maybe that's fueled by nostalgia. Maybe it's all the caffeine I'm on. Maybe it's the sad
Lack of
monkey
sleep.
feelings.
Oh, you're a huge
Lack of
Survivor
sleep.
horror fan, too.
Yeah, so 9. I'm fine with it. I think that's correct.
makes
That
sense.
gives us final score of 23, guys.
That's got to be top 5.
It might be. It's getting kind of closer. We gave back in April. We gave Mad World a 22.
What the fuck was Mad World?
That was the Wii exclusive one that was in black and white. That had
Oh.
that. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I kept thinking a Cool World in my head.
I know. It's like Brad Pitt was in it.
March 7th, 2024. Clive Barker's Undying. We gave a 23.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
If you go back.
yeah,
I
this
see
is about
that. Yeah.
exactly the same.
And then another one that's exactly the same, Resistance 3. We gave it 23 back in June 2023.
Yeah, it makes sense. We are always making sense, though. So
Yeah.
Crazy how good we are at this.
hey, it's scary.
But there you go. Final score 23. Let's go ahead and move into the cool down topic.
What you got, Scotchy?
Ooh, nice cool down.
So I was thinking, the question for you guys, if you could, it could be a video game, it could be a movie, whatever piece of art. If you could go back and experience it again for the first time, what would you do? What would you go back and play again, experience for the first time? Those feelings you got from the first time you played whatever.
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to also say Fallout 3.
We win. All right, that's it.
Is it trifecta?
Usual suspects.
Oh, yeah, that one hit. Even the Sixth Sense, man.
Sixth Sense was pretty predictable.
I knew this Sixth Sense was coming.
Yeah,
'cause
me too.
People told me there was a trick ending. It pissed me off.
I thought it was just
I
kind
didn't
of
know
obvious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looking back, I was dumb.
No. Actually, there was a comic book I read which is almost the exact same story as The Sixth Sense.
I believe it. What was it?
I don't remember. Druid, maybe? Zorch's brother had it.
I would also have picked BioShock 2. That's another one.
Bioshock 1 would have been
BioShock 1 would have been
sick.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Portal.
reveal.
Oh.
Just to do
Portal.
those puzzles again.
Or Talos Principle again.
Oh, yeah.
To not remember any of that. Any puzzle game, really. Superliminal.
Any RPG.
I was considering, I told you guys about it when I went to play Portal 2 and the disc wasn't in there, so God knows where that is. But I was thinking about firing it up and playing it again because I was like, there's no way I remember all these puzzles.
You'd be surprised at what
There's
you can remember.
so many puzzles in Portal 2, though.
Yeah.
I thought about the same thing. I think I actually bought it on fucking the Switch just to play it again.
Man, I can't believe that property was so fucking good. It's just shocking they never made a Portal 3.
They can't.
I mean, I know it's their thing. I know it's a meme by now, but
Well, it's ended by
2, yeah.
2 ended the whole fucking thing.
they could have came up with something.
Yeah, but then
It
you're
could
just
be
forcing
another
it.
fucking Portal facility somewhere else, you know? It doesn't have to be Chell.
That's true. Doesn't. But also, what else I got? Dead Space, man. The first time I played Dead Space, because I had no expectations for it at all.
Yeah.
I would
that's
like
fair.
to be excited as much as I was and play Borderlands 2 again.
Fuck yes, dude. I was so stoked for that
I
game.
know, me too.
Dude, I took a week off of work to play that game.
Me too.
I woke up every morning and made pancakes and then sat there and played that game for like 12 hours.
Dude, same with Destiny too. I don't know if
No,
you guys
not for
played
me.
that,
but I believe you.
You know what? How about Dark Souls?
Oh, any Souls game. Elden Ring.
I mean, I played Demon Souls first, but Dark Souls was.
Yeah. I played Elden Ring. I loved it so hard. I'd love to just do that again without knowing anything. Yeah. But yeah, Fallout 3 definitely. That's up there.
Like, I wonder what it would be like to see like Ghostbusters 1 for the first time now as an adult. You know what I mean?
I probably wouldn't like it as much.
Well, with your sense now and your
Cynicism.
yeah.
I don't know.
What if you
wanna-
just had like Alzheimer's?
And you could just watch
There you
it,
go.
the same movies every
You
day.
can watch it every day.
but not so bad. Like, I forget what I'm watching by the time it
Oh yeah.
ends.
Kind of like The Notebook, but with just movies.
No, that Adam Sandler movie, 51st Dates.
51st Dates.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
if you want it to be funny, I guess.
Everyday Reset. That's not a funny story. It's horrifying.
No.
Well, The Notebook is the exact same.
Yeah.
Is it? I've never seen The Notebook.
I can't believe.
Is that Keanu Reeves?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking
It's
of
Rachel McAdams.
The Cabin or whatever.
Ryan Gosling's in
Yeah.
it, isn't he?
I definitely never seen that then.
Oh. I was shocked you knew what I was talking about, but
I was thinking of the Cabin by the Lake or whatever.
how does that fit in what we're talking
The
about?
Lake
I
House?
don't know.
Or playing I remember the first time I didn't even play Resident Evil. The first time I saw it, someone else was playing it at a sleepover. And like we went down to fucking Terry's Music Explosion and we were trying to find a game to play at the sleepover and someone picked it. This had to have been 96 or 97. Like
Yeah,
we were
obviously.
kids.
Terry's
And-
was still there.
I mean, the kid who played it had a PlayStation. He was like the rich kid.
Yeah.
So we rented Resident Evil and he played through it and we were like, holy shit, like this is what games are now?
Final Fantasy VII at the same time.
Oh, dude, the first time I played fucking Tony Hawk,
God, the hours we put into that.
it just blew my fucking mind.
Beating it with everybody so you can watch the skate video at the end.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta fucking beat it with Rodney Mullen, dude. His video is so sick. It still is.
It still is. Yeah.
Pretty disgusting.
Yeah. Now we can watch them all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Their whole entire video collection.
You
Just
could watch
awesome.
the YouTube videos of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 videos.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another movie though that just blew my mind when I watched it.
I wish I could experience watching. There's a more recent one, but Mad Max, the one with not the Furiosa one, the one right before that.
The first remake, Fury Road.
Fury Road. Seeing that in the theater on like a fucking Sunday morning. It was like 9 a.m. I went.
Oh yeah.
And I sat there in like that first row that's by the walkway and those stadium seats, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there with a popcorn because I don't know why I was eating popcorn at 9 a.m, but I was.
Because you're at a movie.
Yeah.
And then like just the sound system and it blaring. And I didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be fun. But I remember walking out of the theater and thinking that movie kicked so much ass, I thought I was going to go blind.
Dude, it was epic.
I would see Infinity War and Endgame again.
Yeah, those are fun. Those were actually the last time I had fun watching Marvel, except for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but
The first time I saw The Big Lebowski, I saw it in the theater too. That was fucking fun as shit.
oh, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, at the Eric.
It's
Remember
not
that?
there anymore.
I know.
I don't even know what that is.
Used to be right next to the prison in Allentown.
Yeah.
Awesome. Prison movie theaters are the best movie theaters.
Yeah, it was fun.
Parking sucked, but it was a good movie theater.
Yeah.
Well, if someone had some ideas of what movies that you could see in the movie theater, I don't know, whatever. So where do they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send whatever the fuck you want. Send me, just if you want to fucking just vent about your day, send it to plottytime@gmail.com because I'll read it. I'll write you something back. So do that.
100% guaranteed response rate. He has never not responded at least once to an email.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never going to stop forever and ever.
Gotta do something while he's duking.
And if they want to
Right.
get to us faster on the socials with less dookie, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Theds or TikTok. I remember
There
this
you
time.
go. There you go.
Or you can stop by the subreddit and everybody start a thread about your day or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Just tell us something that fucking blew your mind once.
Yeah, hell, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or check out our new video game or whatever movie content, whatever's going to be up there. It's going to be kick-ass.
Something's
You know
going to be
that.
fucking killer.
You know what blew my mind? Figuring out all those vegetables with the same thing. Broccoli, cauliflower, kale. Not kale, but kohlrabi.
Wait, what?
Broccoli flour?
Cabbage.
What do you mean?
all
Anyway,
the same
that does it
font.
for us. So shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago, the Slago Gamers Little Playground, I am Panex, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
You mean like Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
They're all the same plant?
Yeah. They're all
Just genetically
genetically changed for specific reasons.
That doesn't sound right.